building you're going to miss. We are at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys.
Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Brooks now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. Leading him out, someone in his first NFL season. Their rookie starter from Miami.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. It's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Now here he goes. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Going to need a little bit more now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
3rd down from the gun. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They give it to him again, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They go play action on 1st down. Hits his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throwing off the play fake. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that makes it 3rd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. So they're left facing a 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
This is running out of gas, and it's going to be short. Looked like they had issues with that snap. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You got to be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. They're going play action. He is all day back there. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. That's the line he's going to... And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game. Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air? On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So it'll be 2nd down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Back to the air, Prescott. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So 2nd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Now he takes it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I mean, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st down, play action. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to run for it. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Prescott out of the gun, third down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Ryan Anger on now to punt. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing now off the play action. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
It's cut by Harrison. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Right side cut by Higgins. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
They'll punch it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. That's caught by Williams. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable to create space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Play action now for Prescott. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Adrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Prescott to sneak it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
A 61-yard attempt.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60+ is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
The Cardinals in possession of it once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front Bronc. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Bronc. Here comes 2nd and 12. He's going to throw this one. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Back deep, it's Cavante Turpin. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. First down now, ball at the 33. They pick the hands off, now Prescott. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. a toss for Williams. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Straight ahead with Williams. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Dive play straight ahead. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two. He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, Prescott. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's got a gain of 6 there. Darius Robinson there to make the tackle.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's got it, complete to Pickett. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it, that's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 22 out of that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Back to the well again. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And after all that time, still nowhere to throw it, and they bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
He'll be the author of that sack in the stat books, Kate, but consider the secondary the true ghost riders of that play. Their stick-to-itiveness on the back end allowed their group up front to get home and get the sack.
Blake Gillikin on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you can see he gets the ball and he sees the defender waiting for him right on the edge. And at that point, dead on arrival. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Prescott now on 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
The play fake, he'll throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here's Blake Gillikin on for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys about set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First and 10, Prescott. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So that brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Second down, here's Prescott again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, the head coach in the NFL said, "I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest." That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass. And the receiver, do your job.
To the air on 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. We'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 25-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Sending him on the dive. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this third down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Cardinals
Danger, Kate.
first
Danger,
down.
I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. Second down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing off the play fake. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's third down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throw here, third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Out now is Gilligan to handle the punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And it sets up second down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
On second down, a run with Williams. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Drop play, this is Williams. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Prescott now off the play fake. This fine Schoonmaker complete. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle.
That's a gain of 4.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one is
That took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Out head the Cardinals now on offense. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun here. This is a heater going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
From the gun on 3rd down. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we got a 1st down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Cardinals.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
First down, and they go right back to it. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
2nd down pass play coming. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Pass play now. Turf couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to put them up to 6 punts today. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. He can run it. Prescott finds him a first as he slides down to end the run.
13 yards on the
You know,
play.
these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Dak off the play fake. Shoemaker's there to haul it in. And he'll get it up to the 44. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Play action now for Prescott. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cardinals grab it! And Arizona takes it back for a touchdown! The Cardinals parlay the turnover into a lead. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Ryland now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. He missed it, but wait just a second. Looks like the penalty flag might bail him out, Brock. I think this is going to be roughing the kicker. Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. Another shot now at this extra point. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through.
Cardinals 14, Cowboys 7.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Kick taken in here at the 17. Dodged the tackle. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Dak now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. First down, here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That's one he knows he should have had. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. This one quickly to Harrison. Racing down the left side. Marvin Harrison Jr. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point, not too confident, but it had enough to go. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Completed over the middle. tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Prescott here from the gun. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looks like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And it's 4th down.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, he'll find a drop at some point, too.
Brian Anger on now to punt. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Airing it out to start this drive. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. All set now for the kickoff. Rylands with the honors. Turpin with a return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 2nd half starts with a run by Williams. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another run for Williams. And he's down after getting us up to the 41. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
So 1st down from the 41. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Josh Sweat making the stop.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case, a toss. Make sure you threaten to the outside.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Look at that power, deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that gives them 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
21. Cowboys 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brooks now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by the East Carolina rookie, Savon Revel.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by Deron Bland.
That's a gain
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third. They're throwing it. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
On now comes their punter. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First and 10 from the 32. Here's Williams to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So they're left facing third and long.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Here he goes, third and long. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So fourth down coming up.
You know, anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad, my fault. Quarterback delivers him a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
They'll bring out the punter here. And they could really use a good one here. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw here. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
All set to go now from the 35. On first down, they'll run. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. This time it's a passing play. couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air on third and long. He's going for it himself. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
And the Cardinals, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cardinals.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10 now from the 46. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Here's a screen to Benson. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
A 43-yard attempt.
Ooh, snaps a little slow, and the kick is blocked. Now this is picked up inside the 35.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out that might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
First down now, ball at the 33. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First and 10 now from the 46. Dak to the air here. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys, first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Dak. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Get it together. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Going for it, it's Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short, but what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can tie it up after hitting Painter in the 3rd. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Point after is up and through. And the Cowboys tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Looks now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cardinals are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, a game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take the lead on the first play of the drive. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Ryland now for the extra point. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Returning from the 18-yard line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rocky's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, here's Dak. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And now it's second down.
It leads to second.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after 1 play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18. He takes off with it. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this third down. Now looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. So we're through 3 here. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. The tight end in motion now. Throwing on first is Prescott.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Prescott set to pass. Screen here for Williams. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. He'll air it out on 3rd. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Cardinals headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Set up the screen here for Harrison. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the 28-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing off the play fake. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That is
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Looking to his fullback now. And this one doesn't go far.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Dak now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Give to Williams from the gun. He's going to bring this down to their 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
11 more yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Drops this one down here for Williams. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And this one only manages the on before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. So they're left with 4th down here.
4th down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First and 10 from the 32. Incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 1st down.
Throwing from the gun here. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Well, it is second down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. Here's a throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Lofts it, deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
That's good for our Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
They'll run here on first down. And they're going to bring him down, but what a great effort. He moves this all the way down inside the 10. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. They give it to him again. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Setting up to throw. Throw is caught. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This a very important field goal for Chad Ryland. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Ryland is good. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Fielded at the 14. Escapes the defender. And an excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield. The Cowboys about set to take over. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. George Pickens, the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th.
Cardinals 31, Cowboys 28.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cardinals and this running back headed back out for a new series. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Into the hands of Harrison. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Arizona.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play, down to the 19. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Another carry for him. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. But any more of those as they trail by a score.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third. He's back to throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
This is a very important field goal for Chad Ryland. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. They're going play action. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. He'll call his own number. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a 9-point advantage. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals make it a 10-point ball game.
Cowboys 28,
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Screen here for Williams. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd down now, they need 7. Prescott here from the gun. Delivers another one to Williams. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
5-yard gain on the play.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Short pass brought in. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Up the gut they go with Williams. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw it. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Quick to McBride. And this one does not go far. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. He keeps this one himself. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. Trying to get it on the keeper. punting unit out now.
In punt formation
And he'll
for
try to
the
hit this one
Cardinals.
well. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Dak now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Dallas.